Hello, how are you today? My name is Praise Power, your greatest and the best family life strategist. As a matter of fact, I'm called the family life strategist, not the A family strategist, definite article, which means I define that space. All right, so bring it on, whatever it is, no matter how difficult it is, we can always find a way, whether to be poor or willing. So I decided to take on this course to help a lot of you who are graduates and newbies in the sector. And I want you to know that, you see, it's not just only social media you can make money, right? You can make money with you see, my mentor once says that poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly, right? And what makes you poor is to see opportunity and pass it over, right? The local government, you want to look at what are the family dynamics that is missing in there that you can feel. If you notice that there is domestic violence in your locality, can you bring a dynamic solution here? Can you look at it and crack it? That's part of what we've taught you in class, right? You have an uncle who's in government, right? It's an opportunity, or an auntie who is a first lady. It's an opportunity to let them know that no society can develop faster than the quality of the family that exists. And then you can collaborate with your friends. And that's why today, the first thing I want you to know, I want you to do, can you write a list of 100 people that you know that if you launch any solution that is worth $100, they will patronize you? A list of 100 people who can pay you $100 for a solution that you launch, right? That will give you a clue to know whether you have a market or if you have not been networking intentionally. Many of you have been keeping to yourself, and if you keep to yourself, there is no way you can sell because you're not going to buy your products by yourself. So you have to go out of your way. All these excuses of I'm an introvert does not hold water, right? John C. Maxwell said, leaders give a heart before asking for a hand, right? And you need to understand that when it comes to marketing, you are not begging. You are helping your client make an informed decision on a solution that is beneficial to them. You are helping them. They are not helping you. You need to understand that. And so when you come from that standpoint, it wouldn't matter, whatever you're selling, how much it's worth, you will go with audacity and go sell it. Right. And so today, this is part 4 of this series. If you have missed the previous part, please don't start from here. Go and watch the other parts because I am committed to your success. And I knew that, living, having to grow up to get where I am, nobody deserves to go through some of the things I went through. And that's why I always say to all of you that I have paid a lot of price for you, and then you don't have to go through what I've been through, right? And so I'm going to, do a Q&A session, and then when I travel around, if there are more than 10, 20 practitioners in the space, I'll try and do a session with them, where I can be in the room and show them what works. Sometimes in a year, sometimes I can do the numbers of the previous year in like the first quarter of the new year, because the more we do these things, the more we perfect it. Right? And because also I'm known, so I have a couple of high-profile governments, that will call me to come and do stuff for them and stuff. Right. So today, you need to learn to build a lead generation system. What's a lead generation system? A lead generation system is like a bait, right? You put on a hook to get the fish in, right? And so a lead generator can be a free ebook, right? So you must have gotten to those, get free ebook, get free, download this course for free. But before you download, did you notice something? They'll ask you to fill in your name, your location, maybe your email address, and your phone number. Basically, what they're doing is they're gathering your data, right? So I did a challenge, happiness challenge. Everyone that was on that challenge, they put down their details, right? And so you can, data is king, right? And so because you have given them something for free, if it's well packaged, please don't give them any wishy-washy or very trashy thing. If it's well packaged, then it's another way of testing your competence, right? And so in your you can put it on your website or you can put it on your Instagram and say free download. People love what is free, or free webinar or free seminar, something like that, right? You can do a simple ebook, full color, well packaged, 7 steps to maximizing your marital life or something like that, right? Step one, heal. Become wholesome, heal from your pain. People go through trauma. What trauma are you going through? You need to heal, and there's a process to heal. Step two, um, understand yourself, understand your personality, because your personality will be a clash of blah 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 blah. Now, step three, understand marriage, all color, right? You can easily get 10,000 downloads that way. It's free, right? And then tell people to bring people, then from that, you can now create an automated mail, depending on what you want to sell. So at least you can begin to service them, send them mails to greet them, to send newsletters weekly or maybe 3 times weekly. Yeah. And when you do that, you get to a point where you now invite them to a free webinar, right? Because they love your content and they love your authority, they will come, and then you can now upsell them into something that requires for them to pay more, right? And then you can have feelers, like if you sell something to them that is like maybe $1,000 they can buy, you can now also tell, oh, you can buy this one, I have something else that is like $30, something like that. All those $30 is what you used to pay for your hats spend that you are spending on the hats and stuff like that, right? But there is this another. I mean, Richard Branson. I have to go for a training with Richard Branson on learning pipelines and funnels, and right. But there are funnels that already exist, that you can use for the lead generation. But what you need to put in place, the way to constantly attract potential clients, e.g., free resource, social media ads, or partnerships, right? You can be on people's platform, you can do webinars, you can free webinars, you can grant interviews on platforms that can give you a lot of leverage. And that's why sometimes when TV stations invite you, they can pay, but you must know how to package yourself, position yourself as an authority, and ask them if you can drop your number so that people can reach you. Other times, it might be some podcasts. All the times it might be some interviews on some exclusive platforms. Sometimes you might even need to pay for these platforms, right? And so what you need to do is create a free resource that you can offer. For example, 5 secrets to appear family, right? In exchange for email address. So what you're doing in list generation is you want to create a database that you can serve. So posture this database like your church members. You're setting up a new church, you are their pastor, right? And you don't want them to go. What would you do? What will you be doing? Will you be asking them to give you money when you just started the church? They're going to scatter and they will run because they think what you want is money. No, you want to serve them. So that's the mindset I want you to have. Serve them, send them prayers, send them tips, 3 times every week. Tips that don't sell anything, then one day tell them, oh, if we've been a blessing to you, give us your feedback, share your testimonials, blah blah blah. You want to book a clarity call session, you need to have Calendly. If you don't have the paid one, have the one that is not paid. At least you meet people, right? And do webinars or tell them, oh, I'm doing a live class once a month, you can attend, and then see how many people show up, right? So offer free resource, run low cost Facebook or Instagram ads targeting your ideal client. So you can budget, let's say $100, right, per month for ads, and then maybe you have something that you want to share that can go very far. Maybe this free downloads, just put some money in there. But please, you can talk to a social media manager. Some of them understand this so that you don't waste money. We have someone who is very good. Her name is Layefa. You might go to my website and ask for her. She's a head of media. She knows that terrain properly. So I don't even bother my head, but it's part of what I learned in school, right? So you want to run low cost Facebook or Instagram ads targeting your ideal client, and you want to partner with schools, churches, or community organizations towards free workshops. I mean, PTA meetings. Schools are always looking for someone to come and talk about parenting. Your church, to ask them, oh, can we, these are the problems happening in marriages. Can I do a free seminar for them? And blah, 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 blah. Once you do the free seminar, the church is not likely going to allow you to get their name. So what you want to do is that's your free book, put it, the QR code, and say to them, all the presentation you are using, say, if you want to download this presentation, please go here. Let them scan it. It will tell them to put their names and their whatever. You have to find a way to get their data, right? So partner with organizations to host free workshops, and that's what you need to do. Leads generator, you want a lot of people. I mean, I think we have over 40,000 or 60,000. I didn't even know about this a long time ago, right? And so you need to know that people will pay anything for data. So you want to get data and convert data, the people on your data to funds. Once you convert them to funds, and you are saying the nice things to them, things that uplift their spirit, things that they're looking at, things that they're afraid of, and you are telling them to calm down. God is with you. You're giving them encouragement messages. Trust me, they will defer to you. So that's what you need to do in this particular one. So when are you making your ebook? Go make an ebook, all right? And host it somewhere where they can download. There's a way you might need to get, a web manager or someone who understands this thing to help you create, even if it's a Google form. I think Google form has that, right, where they put in their details, and then once they click submit, automatically it downloads or it's automatically sent to them. I think Google form has got that feature, right? So that's where we end this one today. You can see that it's very short, so you can easily do this tomorrow, right? So again, you can chat us up, you can send us a mail. If you're in Africa, you can go to familyhouseafrica.com. That's the capital of family life across the globe, right? We literally run a planet in there. And if you want to be certified, maybe you're not certified, you can go to ifedacademy.com. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you some other time. Till then, keep loving, keep living. I celebrate you. Bye bye.